In this lecture, I'm going to show you how to find quality and high-margin products from reliable suppliers overseas, more specifically from Eastern countries such as China. Now, just to clarify, if you're just starting out, please do not source products from overseas that go on or in humans or pets' body. Now, this is because these kind of products require additional approvals and special insurance. So the best way to source these kind of products is locally in the United States. Now, I'm not saying that it's impossible, but it definitely costs more and has more importing steps involved. However, as for other products, you can confidently source them from China and other Eastern countries. So the website that we are going to use for finding products and connecting with suppliers is Alibaba.com. However, you can use other sites and databases as well. But I'm going to stick with Alibaba because this is the largest business-to-business website on the planet, and it's what I personally use on a daily basis to find new trading deals. So first, why China? Well, the simple reason is because there is a huge difference in labor cost between Eastern and Western countries. And in manufacturing business, beside material, labor cost is one of the most important influential factors of product cost. Now, don't necessarily link Chinese products with low-quality products, because in China there are different levels of production quality. And often the difference between high-quality product and low-quality product is just a few cents. Also, as you probably know, some of the most quality multinational brands are manufactured in China. Okay, so now once you head over to Alibaba.com, you want to simply search for a product that you want to source. Try to enter specific product keywords. And also try to enter different product variations when browsing through this website. Also, along with the product keyword, you want to enter private label or OEM. This will filter products that can be private labeled. So the first thing you want to do is to apply some basic filtering. First, you want to check the Gold Supplier box. Now, Gold Supplier is basically a supplier who paid Alibaba a yearly fee to be listed on their website. So anyone who is serious about their business will pay for a gold membership. And this is one of the signs you should look out for. Because the more years a supplier has been a gold member, the more trust they have. Now, gold membership doesn't mean a supplier is 100% legitimate, especially if they have been a gold member for only 1 year. Now, gold membership is just one of many layers of protections that you should apply. Okay, so next you want to check the Assessed Supplier box. This means that a supplier has been assessed and checked by a third-party inspection company, and that you can download the assessment report so you can check it by yourself. After the gold membership, this is the most important element that I look out for. And finally, you want to check the Trade Assurance box. This is a free service provided by Alibaba that guarantees you on-time shipment and product quality that you previously agreed on in contract with your supplier. So suppliers that don't pass these three filters are not necessarily scammers, but should most certainly raise some red flags. Because simply, every legitimate company should have these three basic elements in place. Now, also, one thing to mention is that if a supplier wants you to pay for products only through Western Union or MoneyGram, then they are most likely a scammer. Because reliable suppliers offer several payment methods, including, for example, bank transfer and PayPal. So for more information about how to spot a fraud supplier, please see the lecture Due Diligence Checklist. Now you can continue the research. On the left side, you can apply some more filtering, such as, for example, country of supplier or certificates that you might need. Now, first, you want to be looking for is this main product sign, because this shows that for this company, this product is the main one. It's the flagship product. So in most cases, this means that this is the product that they produce the most, which means that they probably have an option of customizing the product for your specific needs. Although main product is a great sign, it's not a must-have element, but you always want to check which are the main products that supplier is manufacturing. Next, you want to be looking at the average response time. Because in my opinion, if we talk about long-term business, great communication with supplier is far more important than sourcing a product for a few cents cheaper. So before sourcing a product, make sure that you have that good feeling that supplier understands you and that they respond to your messages fast. Also, that is why I suggest everyone to talk with suppliers for a few days before ordering samples. For example, I sometimes require some additional documents from suppliers just to see how fast they handle problems. Now, because if in future some problems arise, I want to be confident that I have a supplier with whom I can work with together to handle and overcome every possible situation and problem. So you need to develop a great relationship with your supplier from day one. So to me, communication is far more important than paying a bit cheaper for a product. And at the end, you don't want to get them in a pricing war from day one. Because they are people also and they need to earn money as well. Because the more money they earn from you, the more important customer you will be to them. Which means that you probably won't be treated the same way like every other customer is treated. Okay, so the next thing you should look out for is the MOQ. This, like its name suggests, is the minimum quantity that you need to order from a supplier in order to do business with them. Now, try to start with least possible quantity. Because first, before ordering larger quantities, you want to test the market and see how the product is accepted by your customers. If it starts getting negative reviews from day one, then it's probably not that quality product. So you want to order least amount possible. And also, you want to test the supplier with smaller order. Now, the MOQs that you see on the website are not always definite, which means that you can sometimes lower the MOQ. It mostly depends on your negotiating skills. Now, if you ask for a lower MOQ and explain that you want to test the market with smaller number of units, and also that you want to see how the whole process of ordering goes with them, in most cases they will agree. But you need to expect if the MOQ is lower, the price per unit might be higher. Okay, so now you can open a few product listings that you found interesting on Alibaba search results. So first thing you should do is read the description down here. So you want to read it carefully and make sure that you inform yourself as much as you can before contacting the supplier. Also, this is the perfect time to filter suppliers even more, since here you can see if they have the necessary certificates that are needed for your product. And also you can see if they are actually doing private labeling of their products. So you need to look for text where it says private labeling, white labeling, or OEM. Next, before contacting a supplier, you also want to look at other products that they produce and offer. Now you can do this by clicking on their company name link up here, and this will open their wholesale storefront on Alibaba.com. Now the products that are displayed on the homepage of the storefront are in most cases their main products that they manufacture. So you can see straight away what type of factory is this. So next you want to browse through product categories and see which type of products they offer. Here you can uncover some more interesting products as well. Now you need to know that some manufacturers don't manufacture every single product that is displayed on their storefront. They sometimes mix it up with wholesale offers, which means that sometimes suppliers trade with certain products from other manufacturers. That is why, before contacting them, you want to see if the supplier is a manufacturer or a trader. Now the first way to distinguish this is to see what are the main products, because there is a good chance that the main products are actually manufactured by them. Next, you want to head over to Company Overview under Company Profile, and you want to look at their business type. If it's only manufacturer, then great. But if it's stated manufacturer and trading company, then you need to dig deeper and see which products are manufactured by them and which products are they trading with. Sometimes a supplier will have main product lines verification report under the company overview. If it's available, then you want to download that file and see which type of machines they use. If they have a machine that is used for producing a product that you want to source, then that can be a great sign that they are the actual manufacturer. Okay, so now is the time to actually contact the supplier. So you want to head back to the product listing page and either click Chat Now button or Contact Supplier. If they're online, you should click Chat Now and start chatting right away. In the following lecture, you can download the What to Ask Supplier question checklist. Now, this is something I made for you, so you don't miss out on the most important questions that you should be asking every supplier. Now, don't be limited to only using Alibaba's chat messaging system. You can ask supplier for their Skype name and then continue the conversation on Skype. On the other hand, if a supplier asks you to continue the conversation on Skype, that should not necessarily mean that they are a fraud. But if you want to fully be protected by trade assurance, then you will have to finish the deal on Alibaba site. Now, as for the payment methods, I highly suggest that you use either PayPal or bank transfer. However, bank transfer might take a bit longer. As for the PayPal, you need to know that some Chinese suppliers don't have a PayPal account, because withdrawal fees in China are much higher. However, many reliable suppliers have PayPal account. Now, in order to be protected by trade assurance, you will need to make the actual transaction through Alibaba's site. This way, you will have an option to pay using either credit card or wire transfer. Now also, if it's your only choice, paying with Western Union is okay, but this should be your absolute last option. Because if you pay through Western Union, you won't have any legal protection. They can just withdraw the money and disappear. Now the problem is when a supplier has Western Union or MoneyGram as their only payment option. If they offer Western Union along with other payment options such as PayPal or bank transfer, then it shouldn't concern you. I personally have paid several suppliers through Western Union and everything went fine. But please first make sure you double check the supplier before sending the payment. That is exactly why I suggest that you read due diligence checklist first. Okay, so that's it for now. If you have any questions about finding suppliers and sourcing products from overseas, please let me know in the discussion tab of this lecture.